On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Friday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch it now, my peeps. We are going to kick off with a very serious type of story, because on Wednesday morning I did a vlog covering happenings over there in Toca, Montego Bay, St. James, where a series of knockings and clappings took place that cost the life of quite a few persons. But this morning, the war has escalated further and would seems as if many more persons has been caught in that ongoing gang war. Now on your screen is the vlog that I covered extensively on happenings in Toca, St. James. This vlog will definitely give you a better understanding of what is taking place presently in the community of Toca. Sections of Toca known as 13th Street. You don't know Toca itself, Granville, Pitford, that general area there. All right now in a topsy-turvy. So watch this vlog if you don't understand what really take place. This vlog will give you names, faces of most of the persons involved in the ongoing gang war. And in this vlog, it will also point you to previous vlogs done that will also give you other names and faces of some of the main players in the mayhem happening today. So I did the vlog Wednesday morning, and by nightfall Wednesday night, all hell broke loose. So after a night of terror that saw residents cowering as Corn rang out, several houses and 2 vehicles damaged by fire, the police were on the ground in the community of Toca, St. James on Thursday, trying to bring calm to the area. So from as early as 9 p.m. Wednesday night, residents were forced to take cover as armed criminals fired indiscriminately on sections of the community of Toca. Firefighters who responded to calls that a house was under fire and a car was also on fire was forced to flee the area because of the heavy gunfire. It is also said that criminal elements turned their firepower in the direction of the fire truck, causing them to leave. The firemen later returned after a strong contingent of police and soldiers arrived in the area, who definitely tried to restore order. However, by then, 4 houses had been totally ravaged in the blaze, whilst 3 others had been partially damaged. A Toyota Voxy motor vehicle was totally gutted in the inferno, whilst a Nissan AD wagon motor car was partially burnt. There are no reported deaths or injuries, thank God for that. So on Thursday morning, residents were seen all over. Basically, some people have them hand on their head. I wonder where them are going to know since them house burned down flat ground. But everyone was most definitely tight-lipped about the prior night. So after the ones and ones them finish, watch this vlog. Go over to my Instagram page, that is at On The Spot News Media 876 on Instagram. I will be posting videos, graphic scenery and imagery of the Toca mayhem. So there you will definitely see for yourself a bit of the atrocities that took place over there in the community of Toca. So according to the senior superintendent of police, the attack is believed to be in relation for Tuesday's loss of life of 2 men in the nearby community of Granville. Now the vlog that I spoke about earlier that I did Wednesday morning covered that extensively. Now the men who lost their lives is presently on your screen. This one is known in the criminal underworld as Haga, and this man presently is known as a windscreen riper where take on the badness life, known as Conman. Their birth names is Rexford Jarrett and Orange Reed. So the both of them was fatally taken out in a hail of bullets sometime about 2:30 p.m. in a section of the community known as Gut Bottom. So right now as we speak, most of the residents are in fear because they are saying it seems as if some new life has been breathing into an old war between Toca and Granville. But on the Spot News Media don't explain out the whole thing too. No, say it's not a Granville and Toca war. This is a Toca and Toca war. Yeah man, me I tell you. Because the 2 man them we get gunned down, you know, them trail them from Toca going to Granville, go name them food. So at that definitely go on, so it's not a war between Granville man and Toca man. Don't be fooled. It's a war between Toca man and Toca man. And all of this fallout has been brewing since the loss of life of their criminal mastermind known as Cadmar. Yeah man. So right there, so the thing there right now. So up to Monday, just before the knockings and clappings, the St. James Police Division had some homicide numbers to be proud of. There had been almost a 50% drop in loss of life compared to the corresponding period of last year. Because we definitely know, say, 2022 did start off grime if it might be one certain type of way. So there has been like 40 loss of life in 2022 in the corresponding period for 2023. And now Mobay stands at 21 this year so far. So there has been like a 47.5% drop in the number of homicides committed in the parish of Montego Bay. 13 people has also been injured during 14 knockings and clappings in St. James up to February 20 of this year, compared to 14 injured during 13 knockings and clappings in 2022. Yeah man, me I tell my peeps, the community at Toca turn upside down, topsy-turvy right now around there, no good again. So to you, the regular members of Chan Public living in and around that era, please look out on the corner here, cause the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah man. So as we speak, my peeps, a 48-hour curfew has been imposed in the community of Toca, Granville, St. James yesterday. Started at 6 p.m. and that will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Saturday, February 25th. So right now, the security forces are out in their numbers in the community of Granville, Toca, Pit 4, all those areas respectively. So you will definitely see a heavy contingent of police and soldiers, and some sort of calm has been restored to the area of tension. Yeah man. Now over there in the parish of Westmoreland, the police them put on a decent spot of work as a major operation by the giant anti-gang task force was underway in the Lennox Big Woods area of Westmoreland, and it has led to the seizure of 2 firearms, including a high-powered rifle. Lennox Big Woods forms a part of the larger township of Darliston. A police source stated that there has been a recent upsurge in criminal activities in the community. On February 3rd, the police reported that thieves stole an automated teller machine from a service station in the community of Darliston. The thieves breached the machine and stole an estimated $8 million that had been inside the machine. Meanwhile, on Tuesday afternoon, thieves challenged the police after robbing a supermarket in the community of over $2 million. A civilian was also injured in that crossfire. The police source also stated that operations will continue in that area until all criminal elements are caught or flushed out. Yeah man, may I tell you. And now over there in the neighboring parish of Hanover, there has been another attempt to steal contents of an automated banking machine over there in the Western Parish. The most recent incident took place at just about 3:20 a.m. Thursday in Hopewell Square in Hanover. The circumstances surrounding the incident is that it is the second such incident reported in the parish in just little over a month. It is unclear at the moment, but the Sandy Bay police are investigating that matter. In January, criminals attempted to break into a machine located at a gas station in Green Island. So it is definitely a worrying trend right now in Western Jamaica, where criminal elements seek to loot monies from these automated teller machines. Now on February 16, the Jamaica Bankers Association, the JBA, warned in a press release that the recent escalation in ABM vandalism and theft could lead to customers' inconvenience as member financial institutions prepare to take a number of steps to mitigate losses. So basically, my peeps, if you not sit down and allow a friend, family, man, husband, uncle, boyfriend, whatsoever the relation may be, if you continue to loot these ABM machines, I go feel it because the people have to get back their money one way or the other. And the burden of that cost will certainly be landing on our shoulders. Yeah, man. And still in the Western Parish of Hanover, still no charges has been laid on the main suspect in the loss of life of one of our nation's most vulnerable. I'm speaking about this little one presently on your screen, 9-year-old Nikita Noel, whose body was found in bushes on the side of a road in a place known as Kew in Hanover on the 1st of February. So the police are saying that they're awaiting forensic reports and so that they can basically continue their investigations. So we're going to hear from the superintendent of police in charge of the Constabulary Communications Unit, the CCU, Stephanie Lindsay, as she expound on happenings surrounding little Jojo's case. Listen.
Investigators from the Hanover Division, they continue to investigate the death of Noel. The latest I got from the commanding officer that the post-mortem examination was done and they are now awaiting the report to have to determine the cause of death. A forensic examination was also done and they are also waiting. I know that the person who was held initially as the prime suspect in the matter is still in custody, was remanded pending the outcome of the investigation, among other things. So at this moment, they are now awaiting those reports to determine how next they move with the case. But the investigation continues.
And still over there in the Western Parish of Hanover, a 54-year-old woman was conned up, greeted with a hail of bullets, who is no longer among the land of the living, as she collapsed at the steps of her own home in a community known as Cousins Cove in Hanover Wednesday night. She has since been identified as this woman presently on your screen, Paulette Baker Frame, who is said to be a businesswoman of a Cousins Cove address. It has been reported that she just arrived home from church when the incident happened. Now, according to the Hanover police, Her brother picked her up from church and dropped her off at her gate. She went into her yard. Her brother drove off and gunshots rang out shortly after. The police source also stated that Frame's brother reportedly tried reaching her by phone, but there was no answer. He reportedly rushed back to her house and saw that she had been shot. He assisted her to the hospital, but she was later pronounced you know what. Now, from I see something like that happen in such a manner, you don't know say somebody placed a hit on Paulette's head. And this is also a worrying trend in Jamaica, where people's lives has been narrowed down to nothing more than dollars and cents. A man can be paid as little as $20,000, depending on who you are, and your life is snuffed out just like that. Yeah, man. So Jamaica thing narrow down to right now, me. I'm telling you, my peeps. It's a crime and violence is not a me problem or a FIDEM problem or the government problem or the squaddy problem. All our problem. Because see it now, Paulette gone. And I'm pretty sure she did not imagine in her wildest dreams that something like this would come and knock on her door. So don't take it for granted that because you no mix up or you no have no immediate family or friends who mix up, that simple means that you're safe from what go on. A whole heap of innocent people, a whole heap of good people, may say go down daily to the hands of criminal elements. So crime and violence that is plaguing all sections of Jamaica from Moran Point to Negril Point is not a me problem, nor a you problem. It is all our problem. Yeah, man. So again, a word to the wise is most definitely sufficient. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.